Hey class, welcome to Miss Dauble's Art Studio on this lovely morning. This is where I do a lot of my work from home, where you can see my table with my paintbrushes, my art table. I got a lot of materials over here. I have my clients, references, and ideas that I work on. So what I'd like to do with you today is talk a little bit about the Charles Demuth assignment that I gave you on Friday. A lot of you had great questions. Some of you might have been a little bit confused about where we're going with this, so I feel like a video might make it a little bit easier for you. I'm hoping. So let's get started. So on Friday, I asked that you look up, I printed this out, look up 4 different type of font styles: poster style, script style, serif style, and a sans serif style. All right. And I also asked that you look for 4 or 5 letter number forms that you would place within this design, kind of like what you see here, right? So I chose D, 2, 4, and a star, right? The D is poster style. A lot of you had good questions about what poster style is. Poster style font would be just a bold font that stands out, used as like a title for a poster. Okay. If you look up poster style, you might get classic poster styles. Script style would be your script of your choice. Remember, you don't have to use my font styles that I have here. You can use whatever type of style, script, poster style, serif, or sans serif that you want. A serif would be a font style that has the end caps on it. Okay. This would be more of like an old font style. All right. And a sans serif does not have them. So this is a little bit more of a modern font style, a little bit simpler, right? So if you did not do this on Friday, make sure that you submit it for me tomorrow along with the rest of your work, so that I can give you some credit. I know there was some confusion about this on Friday. So I hope that clarifies that. For Monday's class period, what I'd like to see from you is a grid. Okay, so where are we going with this? Well, you're creating a grid like this. Forget that, it's your end product. This is where we are right now, right? So you're going to create a grid and you're going to add letter forms to that grid. Okay, we are drawing this out, class. Yes, drawing with a pencil and a piece of paper. I know some of you probably have access to Photoshop and Illustrator, and I will go over ways that you can work with it. But if you don't, I also go over ways that you can also work around it using like a Google Doc or a Word document to trace over images if you don't feel comfortable freehanding the font styles. Although I encourage you to try and draw them. All right, so for Monday's class period, what I would like to see from you is a grid that looks something like this. Okay, so you can use any piece of paper that you want. Okay, you can use a piece of printer paper. You could use paper from your sketchbook. To make sure that we're all making them the same size, what I'd like to see is that you have a 8-inch by 10-inch grid. Okay, so each cell is 2 inches. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that puts 4 cells across, making 8 inches, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, making 5 cells down, 10 inches, 8 by 10. So you can see my piece of paper is a little bit bigger than a printer paper. I cut it from my sketchbook, and I've got this excess paper left behind. What I can then do is take my scissor and cut this off so that I have an 8 by 10 piece of paper with 8 by 10 2-inch cell grid running through it. And then we can start transferring over our letters. How did I do this? So, I mean, obviously, I would hope that we all have rulers in the house. I'm sure there's apps on your phone where you could download rulers to see exactly what 2 inches would be as well if you didn't. But you can see that I marked 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, right? And 2 inches. Drew down my lines vertically, right? And then I did the same the other direction, okay? So I did 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. I drew my lines, right, to create my 8 by 10 inch grid. If you have any questions, I could try to set up a video of creating a grid if that helps you. I'm sure you can find some online as well. I would show you, however, I left my tripod at school, so I need to try and figure out different ways to draw and hold my phone at the same time. The joys of teaching online, right, through video like this. But what I'd like to see from you for Monday is a grid that looks like this. That's all I'm asking. If you want to get ahead, you can, but all I'm asking for as a participation grade is that you draw in your grid. All right, take a picture of it, attach it, and I'll check you off for a grade. All right, I'm going to make another video right now, and it's going to be for Tuesday's do now or task, which will be to transfer your letters onto your grid.